When Raheim Sanders is at full go, he lives up to his nickname of being a rocket. He is literally a missile that is shooting toward the end zone and a terror for defenses to bring down in the open field. And that's exactly what South Carolina hopes to get from the former Arkansas running back in 2024. Let's talk about his commitment from Fayetteville to Columbia. If you are new here, welcome on into the channel. My name is Cole Thompson. I'm a radio show host based in Houston, and I talk college football daily. So this is the type of content you enjoy, plus coaching searches, anything going on with the transfer portal, bowl eligibility, and a bunch of other nonsense. Make sure you smash the subscribe button down below. Leave a comment telling me your thoughts on Rocket Sanders committing to the Gamecocks for 2024. Tell your friends, your family, your mortal enemies, your best of bros, South Carolina fans, and college football aficionados everywhere about this channel, because we're on the race to 1,000, then 10,000, then 50,000, then 100,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get there. So jump on in while the water's fine. Go ahead and give me a follow on social media at Mr. Cole Thompson. That way, the conversation of college football never has to stop flowing. So Rocket Sanders this past year did not live up to his name. He was kind of set back to the launch pad because of injuries really deteriorated his overall progression. That's just the best way to put it. Past year, only averaged roughly around 3.4 yards per play, 62 carries, 2 touchdowns. Not the season many people expected for the Razorback, who was probably thinking more so about the NFL than he was returning to a school for another year. But sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. Another year of production can fortify and really uptick your overall draft grade. Now, doesn't always happen that way, but usually when you do get to go back to school, it will benefit you with a quality season. And that's the hope really that happens for Rocket Sanders when he goes to South Carolina. They're a team that needs to get better when it comes to running the football. This offense was so one-dimensional. It was basically like having a conversation with the wall. You knew what they were going to do every play because there really was nothing else they could do. They averaged 2.8 yards per carry. This was not an offense that was dynamic enough to trust their running back situation. And in large part, it's because Marshawn Lloyd left one USC to go to the other USC, all the way across the country in Los Angeles, California. So we knew that the running back position was already going to be hindered because of what they lost. But when Shane Beamer's offense is clicking, it usually has a dynamic running back. You got to realize Lloyd did not finish with over 1,000 rushing yards, but he did average 5.6 yards per play. And that ultimately was a factor into going 8-4 in 2021, getting up 2022, getting upset wins over Tennessee and Clemson late in the year to really seem like there was progress going into year 3 of the Shane Beamer era. The big thing is you're going to have to get a quarterback. You can't just be an offense that is one-dimensional, but flipped 180 compared to last season. So you don't have Spencer Rattler anymore. He's going on to the NFL. There's rumors that A.J. Swan, the former starter at Vanderbilt, could be coming in, which I actually predicted to be a really good fit. I think he would work exactly with what Dow Loggins wants to do. It would give you the ability to build a relationship with younger receivers because you're also losing Xavier Legit and you're losing Juice Wells to the transfer portal. So it is going to be a bit of a rebuild in a sense, but this is a good start. Now your offense can be more dynamic. You can be more attentive to trusting the run game. And there's physicality with his running style, but more importantly, there's the ability to shoot off at 100 miles an hour. Rocket Sanders, when on his bells and whistles, is an all-SEC running back. And now he doesn't have to worry about his status of being an all-SEC running back because he's staying in the SEC. So if he can stay healthy next season and be a proven commodity for this Gamecocks offense, you're talking about a team that probably turns 2 or 3 losses into wins. So 5-7 now turns into 7-5 or 8-4. And 8-4, that's really actually not that bad of a persona when you think about it compared to other teams in the SEC. South Carolina is trying to prove that they are on the come up. And maybe with the moves made in the offseason by Shane Beamer, relinquishing some of the play calling, trusting some of our position coaches, maybe making a couple of changes when it comes to starters on the offensive line, defensive line, we know that they can be good. We know that they can be well coached. This all comes down to having the right personnel. Getting a guy like Rocket Sanders, who, by the way, in 2022, rushed for over 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. He also averaged 6.5 yards per play. Getting a veteran quarterback, or at least a quarterback with experience to battle it out for the starting role next year. Maybe a wide receiver or two wouldn't be that worst of a deal. And winning really well when it comes to the recruiting trail. I think South Carolina is on the come up. I really do. I like this team. I've always liked Shane Beamer. I think that he is a leader of men and exactly what is needed up in Columbia. But This is a good move. This is a very good move. It's slam dunk, physical running back in the open field. Best of luck to you trying to bring him down. You get that version of him for 12 games next year. 7-5 should not be a standard. That should be just the bottom line. And 9-3 should be looking what you're trying to aim for at the end of the day. Get a right quarterback, get a few more wide receivers. South Carolina making moves. Gotta appreciate what Beamer's trying to do. And Beamer football, it's special teams, but much like Harbaugh football, you get the running style going, you're in a really good spot for the Gamecocks in 2024. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. Don't hit the X button yet. Make sure you hit subscribe to keep up with all of our daily content found on Just Saying It and anything else that we post on this channel. Bye.